So today we're going to talk about the time scale that you're going to get to experience if you enter family court. The problem we have in our family court system at the moment in this country, in the United Kingdom, is that there is insufficient resource in there is insufficient court time, and so the time scales can be incredibly long, and we wanted to demonstrate to you just potentially what is in store. So here I am, up close and personal with my children. But myself and my partner, we have a fallout, and we end up deciding to go to family court in order to sort out the situation as to how best we can co-parent our children. I put in my application in order for the court to hear our case. There's a bit of a wait. For that application, and obviously while that wait is going on, myself and my partner are falling out a lot, and so by virtue of that fact I'm not seeing the children, so I've moved away. I'm further away from the children. Eventually I get my first date through in order to go to court, but then there's a bit of a wait before that first date comes through. And here I am now, I'm at the first hearing, which is great, and at the first hearing not a huge amount happens because it's just the first opportunity. It's referred to as the FEDRA. It's the first hearing dispute resolution appointment. It's the first opportunity for the court just to understand what's going on, and just to understand what the situation is and what situation the children are in. So the court rules that there's a requirement for a second hearing in order that myself and my former partner can put together our statements as to what we believe is what is going on and what we believe should be done in the best interests of the children. Now, that next hearing, currently, on average across the UK, is going to be another 3-month wait, bearing in mind that we've already waited 3 months to get to this first case. So there's another 3-month wait. So, again, the distance between myself and my children continues to get further and further away. I'm now at the second hearing. Now, at the second hearing, in the statement put by my former partner, she has made some allegations of domestic abuse, and the court feels that they want to investigate those. Consequently, they direct a fact-finding. So, a fact-finding is put in the diary, and that fact-finding takes place, you've guessed it, a number of months down the road. I'm still getting further and further away from my children. So, the fact-finding takes place. It's one day. It's like being on trial. We sort the trial out, and then the judge rules their findings, but they can't publish their findings straight away. They're going to come back in a couple of months. Another couple of months goes past. There we go. We've now heard the findings. So, surely we can progress now. No, because now the judge has some findings. They'd now like to hand the matter back to CAFCAS in order that CAFCAS can complete a Section 7 based upon the findings of the fact-finding. Now, currently, CAFCAS in this country, anywhere between 16 weeks and 26 weeks for them to complete that report. This is me still moving further and further away from my children, who I haven't seen now. So this is it, there we go. So CAFCAS have now published their Section 7, that's great. Now in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to find ourselves back in court. And we get back in court, and the judge listens to what CAFCAS have got to say, and he says to myself and my former partner, if we agree with it, we don't agree with it. That there are some issues that neither of us agree with. So consequently, the judge says, well, that's fine. We need to come back at the next available date, which is in 3 months' time, and we need to bring with us our proposals. So we arrive at the next hearing in 3 months' time, and Mum, out of nowhere, throws in a fresh set of allegations, which the judge needs time to consider, and CAFCAS need time to consider. And finally, there's another hearing. This is the distance between me and my children. We are potentially now, and I'm just going to keep going backwards at this point, we are potentially now a year, 18 months down the road, potentially heading towards 2 years. The distance between my children, 2 years potentially since I've seen my children as a result of the allegations and as a result of the matters flowing around in these proceedings. So if you need to understand what it is that you are potentially letting yourself in for, let's have a little bit of a realistic check. Here we are, this is me, and where you are, at the front of that camera, that's my children.
Thanks very much for watching. If you want to learn more about Daniel Picave Counselling, watch that video. If you want to learn more about McKenzie Picave Family Law, watch that video. And remember to subscribe, because 68% of you haven't. See you next time.